Yes. Could I please have all of my students gather around the two-dimensional orb for just a microbe of a minute, please? Yes. Today, students, athletes, what I'm trying to explain to you is when you are in the occipital hemisphere of this two-dimensional orb, we're going to be talking about crossing said threshold of this occipital hemisphere of this two-dimensional orb that is painted on the cement. Now, what we need to corroborate is the locality of your tarsals and your metatarsals, and of course your phalanges. And when we say phalanges, of course we mean the proximal, the medial, and of course, the distal phalanges of your foot. Now, these need to be positioned in such a way that we conduct ourselves, that crossing the threshold of said two-dimensional orb, leading the way with the anterior musculature of our adductors. And when we say, adductors, of course, we mean the longus, the sartorius, the gracilis, and of course, the pectineus. So, Coach, you want us to point our toes in the air when we drive across the circle? Well, Matthew, yes, I guess if you did want to, dull it down for the general horde of uneducated masses, the uneducated throwers out there, then yes, you point your toes in the air as you drive. Okay, cool. I guess I'll get to work on that today. Thanks, Coach. Okay, so honestly, when did this happen? I mean, when did you need an advanced degree in biomechanics to become a throws coach? Every single day, I'm going online, I'm going to Instagram and YouTube and all this other stuff, and you got coaches who are honestly doing a great job coaching. They're explaining things in a great way, and they're explaining things that the general public, the kids that they work with, the athletes they work with, and coaches can understand. And then you've got Johnny Know-It-All with the advanced PhD in biomechanics that pops into the comment section and is like, excuse me, I understand when you said the inside of the thigh. You obviously just meant that, you're going to use the muscles of the adductors, the adductors. When you say groin, there's no such thing as a groin. I mean, you might as well say core. There's no such muscle as a core. It's like, we get it. We totally get it. We do. But you don't need to have an advanced degree in biomechanics or have taken advanced college level anatomy to understand how to be a throws coach. And you shouldn't have to take those and have those degrees to listen to track coaches either. Guys, I don't understand when this happened. I really don't get it. But a couple of years ago, all of a sudden, you had to be a physicist and have an advanced degree in physics to even think about putting out a video of how to coach and help athletes. You have to have an advanced degree in biomechanics or have been a kin major all throughout your college career to even begin coaching, because nowadays if you say the one teeniest little thing that might sound like you don't have the advanced degree in physics, if you use the wrong terminology, like if you use power instead of force, or if you use speed instead of acceleration, now all of a sudden you're an idiot coach that doesn't know what they're talking about. It's actually gotten to the point now where I'm getting emails and messages from new coaches, beginner coaches, that are emailing me saying, I don't think I've got what it takes to be a high school throws coach. I mean, I really don't know. I'm not I don't have an advanced degree, or I'm not a certified strength and conditioning coach. And, I never went to school. I never did this stuff or studied any type of physics or any type of anatomy in college. I was a business major. I worked at a bank for the past 10 years. And, now that my kids are in high school, I want to go be my kids' high school coach. But I feel like, I listen to all these things on YouTube and on Instagram. And, now it's getting to the point where I can't understand what these people are saying, because, I feel like I'm not going to have what it takes to coach these kids, because I really don't have these advanced degrees, and I don't understand. I've never read super training. And don't worry about it, okay? Right now, for some reason, everybody's an expert. Everybody understands how to do all these events. Everybody understands. Everyone has a PhD. Everybody left their high-paying, tenured job as a college physics professor to go coach high school track and field for some reason. So don't worry too much about this. This message is for all of those new throws coaches. This message is for all of those people who are looking to get into the coaching world that think for some reason they don't have what it takes because they don't have some, master's level education in physics. They don't have a PhD in biomechanics. They didn't intern under some of the best sports medicine doctors in the world, so you think you can't coach your high school track team. This is a reality check, okay? What you're seeing online are a lot of people that think they are a lot smarter than they actually are. You're seeing a lot of coaches who have put in a lot of time that like to try to impress people with all of the knowledge that they have attained. And I'm here to tell you right now, it's no different than those internet experts that think that they, understand how diseases work and they understand how the economy works. And, Joe Bob from up the street who, barely makes enough money to have his family survive is going to tell you how the world's economy should work. No. That's exactly what's happening in the track and field world right now. It's exactly what's happening in the strength and conditioning field right now. Now all of a sudden, everybody in the strength and conditioning world is now a licensed physical therapist. We all know corrective exercises. There's no need to go to physical therapy anymore because, the trainer making $14 an hour at the gym up the street can do the same thing because, he read an article online. Guys, we're firing some shots today at these overeducated coaches out there who think they've got to use the $10 words and the $15 words and, write cited and accredited papers and research and all this stuff to become a throws coach. No one's doing that for $2,500 a year being a throws coach at a local high school, okay? If you feel like you have what it takes to be a throws coach at your high school, do it. If you are a brand new coach, if you're somebody's dad who wants to go out there and help out, if you are a sprints coach or a jumps coach that is trying to research how to do the throws and you're coming across all these genius level PhD candidate high school throws coaches out there, take it with a grain of salt, all right? Go easy on yourself. You don't need to be this high level, degreed, with 8 years of college under your belt to be the high school throws coach. Get out there, learn the best ways of throwing, watch the proper techniques, study as much as you can. But to think that you somehow don't belong or that somehow you don't have what it takes is absolutely crazy. So don't listen to all these know-it-all scientists who think that they're throws coaches, okay? Or throws coaches that think that they're scientists because they're not, okay? They absolutely are not. I know track and field, high school track and field coaches, throws coaches that are actually physics teachers at the school that don't use as much physics in their coaching as some of these internet experts in the comments section, okay? So make sure, guys, if you want to get out there and help, if you want to get out there and coach, if you know that there's going to be a season next year, which of course there's going to be a track season next year, and you need to go outside and you need to help your kids or you need to help your friends' kids, and you've got some throwing experience, go out and give it a try. It is the most fulfilling, rewarding thing that you can do is getting out there and helping coach. And no, you don't have to be a college-level physics professor in order to be a high school throws coach.